This segment of DelmarvaLife is sponsored by CustomFit360.
For a lot of people, getting healthier feels like an uphill battle. You try the diets, you start the workouts, you make the promises to yourself, and still the results don't always stick. Now, lately, there's been a lot of talk about GLP-1 medications, and depending on who you ask, they're either a miracle solution or something to be skeptical of.
Yeah, but perspectives change, especially when the focus stays on long-term health, not shortcuts. Today, we're sitting down with Erik Schreiber, owner of CustomFit360, to talk about how his stance on GLP-1s has evolved. Welcome.
Thank
Happy
you.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
So,
to be here.
tell us, what was your original take on these GLP-1s, correct?
Yeah, GLP-1s. So first of all, disclaimer, I'm not a physician.
Right.
So just want to get that out of the way. Initially, I was very combative against it, right? So I thought that it was just a cheat. I thought people were using it as an excuse. And, you know, I was rather outspoken about it. And then I learned a little bit more. And I saw some of the things that happened within our client base and people I knew, and sort of what I would consider to be sort of life-changing results. So now I'll be fully transparent in that I still think that there's a lot that we have to learn about the long-term effects of these things. But that doesn't necessarily mean I'm like super combative. Mm-hmm. What I want is for people who are going to go through with this and utilize GLP-1s as a tool, that they do it as such. They utilize it as a tool in order to adopt and maintain healthy lifestyle habits, right? So one of the biggest risks that I think people can read about, you know, and research themselves is that with these drugs, is a lot of times some of the weight loss comes from lean muscle tissue, right? So up to a third, even more, can come from lean mass. With that said, we want to help people who have decided to start this journey incorporate strength training and incorporate healthier habits so that if they do decide to discontinue, they've created a lifestyle that leads towards health, long-term health, versus just a quick weight loss fix.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to be on these forever, are you?
No. So again, I'm not a physician, and it's up to the physician and the client to determine how long they're on it. But it's not a long-term fix for sure. There's a lot of benefits to it, but it's certainly not a long-term fix.
So describe to everyone how you can use it as a tool.
Well, again, just like any supplement that's been on the market for a long period of time, that's not the only thing that you should be doing in order to get healthier, right? So you use it in conjunction with like your multivitamins or fish oils, along with daily activity and movement, strength training, incorporating colorful foods into your diet, right? So just making sure that you're using it inclusive and in an integrated fashion versus just using the drug itself.
So if a client comes to you and they want a custom workout,
Yep.
and they tell you they're on a GLP-1, how do you structure that program?
Well, first we get with their physician to make sure that we know their dosaging and things of that nature. And then we kind of start things slow, right? So there can be some energy diminishment when they're on the drug because they're in a calorie deficit. So we start slow and we focus on just kind of lower volume strength training. And then we coach them on getting their protein intake as well, and just kind of guide them step by step.
Because
It'll evolve.
It'll
throughout the
evolve,
journey.
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, and you see results.
You do.
Yes.
Yep.
Truly are no shortcuts. It's more about lifestyle.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
Erik Schreiber with CustomFit360. Always good to see you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks.